Hello, everyone. Good evening, and welcome back to today's live video. Welcome back. This is another live video, and we currently have nobody in here at the moment. So yeah, I'm just gonna talk about the video that I uploaded today, and as you all know, today's video is gonna be question and answer. So which means that you can basically ask your question and I will be giving answer to them. But while I wait for you guys to actually arrive, I will be talking about the video which I made today. About a week ago, I think I made a post on my Instagram to talk to you guys about which I asked you guys to ask me some questions, and then I got few questions, not a lot of questions. That was a little bit disappointing, but yeah, I was expecting that I would have like a lot of questions, but I got like very few questions. But it's fine because it doesn't really matter. But the few questions which I got, I actually like give answers to it. We got 3 people in the building. Yay! Welcome, guys. If you are here, just say hello to me, and then I can know who is here and who is not, and we can begin today's question and answer. So yeah, which was basically about question and answering, and then I think I got about 7, 8 questions in total, and those questions were really interesting though. Even though it wasn't a lot of questions, I really enjoyed answering those questions. So I actually filmed the video this morning, edited the video this today, and make sure that I post the video today because today is Sunday, and if I didn't manage to post any video today, then it will be next week. So we've got 6 people in the building. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you have any question for me, feel free to ask away. I'm just currently talking about the video that I uploaded today. And there was this really interesting question talking about Ramadan, and it was really nice because considering that Ramadan is actually going to start in about a week, I think. So like it was right on time. And I would say this Ramadan is not gonna be that harsh because it's not really summer and it's not really winter yet. So it's like we are in spring basically. So yeah. Tere kasaragi destikel. Yeah, maragi natuke basically. So yeah, like welcome to my channel and tere tulemast. So yeah, basically, like I was just like talking about the Ramadan stuff, which was really really nice, and I found it really interesting that he asked about that, and I was able to answer, and I really enjoyed answering that question. And there was also another question which was really really interesting, which was about what was it? It was about bringing your spouse to Estonia. That was a very interesting question. Like I said in the video, I said like. Like I said in the video, I said like there are like some how do you say it? There are some good and bad side of it, but I did explain a lot. But yeah. So yeah, do you think Estonia is a good place to live? Well, I'm living here. If I don't think that is a good place to live, I will not be living here. Nothing is really keeping me from going away if I want to go away. Look at me, I'm enjoying living here, and I totally recommend it. And Namoon, hello, how are you doing? Titanic TV, any Estonian girlfriend? I used to have a girlfriend, which is an Estonian, but not anymore. I am single AF right now. So yeah, basically I am single. Estonian girl can be complicated, so yeah, I won't say more than that. And the next question is from Ayodeji. Hello, it's good to be here again, and I'm happy to be back. Hello, Ayodeji. Welcome back to the YouTube Live. It's been a while, but welcome back. And how are you doing? How is everything going? Do you have any question for me? How is your application process going? What is your plans? Feel free to share them with me. So yeah, as I was saying, he asked me about bringing spouse to Estonia when you come here to study. And as a PhD student, you don't really have anything to worry about because you can actually bring your spouse with you when you are coming. But as a master student, you have to study at least 2 years, which is like the end of your course, basically, and then you have a job before you can actually bring your spouse. And I also explained that as a bachelor student, you are not really able to bring your spouse with you, but there might be some workarounds. So, and I also give like an example, like there are different scenarios and there are different cases, which means that people can actually like everybody have different scenarios. There's like for everybody there's different scenarios. So which means that people get to like people have different circumstances, right? So which means that the condition that is tying to my own application is basically different from the condition that is tying to your own application. So that's what I explained. And what else did I talk about in today's Q&A? Yeah, there was also a question about can a student start a company when he or she is still studying. Then I also explained the logic behind starting your own business while you are studying, and I said that it's not really a big deal as long as long as you have the money to actually open the company, as long as you have the capital to like put in it, and so on and so forth. So yeah. Hibe Valentine, welcome to today's live video. And yeah, my wife was called for interview by Tallinn University. I pray for the best. Fingers crossed for you. I wish your wife good luck also. And what was the other question? There are like few more questions which I can't really remember. So I just recommend you to go and watch the video so that you will learn some one or two things from it. So yeah, if you have any questions for me, feel free to shoot your question my way. I will be more than happy to take them. We have 6 people in the building. Hello, welcome to the channel. Ask a question. I am all ears. I'm here to answer the questions for tonight. Basically, like the title of the video says, question and answer. You ask me, I answer. It doesn't really have to be about moving or studying in Estonia. It can be about myself. If it's something that I really want to share with you guys, I will totally share. So yeah. So bring it on. Let's go. And yeah, so yeah, this is a question from Mayodeji. I wanted to ask, do all the university have dormitories? Well, not all university. I mean, wait. Do all the university have dormitory? University of Tartu do have dormitory. Tallinn University also have. Tallinn University of Technology also have a dormitory. Basically, all the unis have dormitories. Yeah. I think EUAS also have a dormitory. I think it's a little bit more expensive, but they do have dormitories. So you don't have to worry. I think all the university have dormitory. And going back to eBay, what is the next step after interview? Well, the next step after interview is that your if they like what they heard from your wife during the interview, they will basically let her know that she has passed the interview, and then they'll be moving on to the next stage. If there's anything else to do after that, it might be, I don't know, depending on the course actually. Some course will require that she do some other kind of test, but if a course doesn't require her to do any kind of test, then in a couple of weeks she will get a feedback if she get admitted or not. So yeah, I think the next step after interview is just to know like if she's been admitted into the school or not. And moving on to the next question for today from Fadi Asa. How much is the estimated cost of master's degree in Estonia? That question is a bit too broad. What do you mean by the estimated cost? Like some masters program you have to pay tuition fees. Some you don't have to pay tuition fees. So I don't know. Like you've just given me like a general context. You're not asking me a very direct or clear question. If you can like refractor, how do you say it? Like write your question in a very way that is straightforward, please. Namun, in Nigeria, traveling to EUA is appearing difficult. I am thinking of going through Egypt. Please, do you have any advice? Well, Egypt is nice. Um, Egypt is a nice place actually to go and get the visa. I know that it's really easy there, but the problem is that getting an Egyptian visa from Nigeria might also be a little bit of a problem. But it's possible. So if you want to go to Egypt, good luck, man. It's a good place to go get your visa. So it's a good choice. Okay, so you regarding tuition fees. It also depends on the school because the tuition fees from each school varies. Some schools are cheaper than some schools. Some courses are cheaper than some courses. But in general, I would say per year, it's about 6,000 euros. I think that's the maximum at the moment, 6,000 euros. And so yeah, 6,000 euros per year, 2 years, 12,000 euros, just only on tuition fees if you don't get scholarship. But if you do get scholarship, then minus 12,000 euros. So yeah, and I actually want to post my IG here if anybody would like to follow me on Instagram. Yeah, my IG is at the real Olami. Not like in my YouTube channel, just a little bit different. But I will post it down here for you guys. IG at. So yeah, some of you guys say it's like you would like to follow me on Instagram. There you go. At the real Alami, you can follow me on Instagram, and I will be more than happy to have you as my followers. Next question. If admitted, can she go get a visa this early? Like in April against going to July? Yeah, she can totally do that. Basically, they will give her a visa that will start from when her studies is supposed to start, basically. So if she goes now to apply for visa, they will not give her, the visa will not start until August. So that's what they do. So if you go early to get your visa, they know that you have to come to get the visa because of the bureaucracy and traveling around it. But yeah, the starting date of the visa will be probably in August. So yeah, you can go and get the visa anytime as long as you have gotten the admission and gotten your admission letter. And the next question is the scholarship wipe the tuition fees? I don't get this question, but if you mean that does the scholarship cover the tuition fees? The idea of scholarship is not to pay tuition fees, right? So I hope you get it. If you have a scholarship, why do you have to pay tuition fees? So yeah, if you don't have scholarship, then you pay tuition fees. You cannot. There's no like part scholarship in Estonia. If you get a scholarship, it's always full scholarship, which means that you will not be paying tuition fees. So yeah, easy peasy. And yeah, so I can just maybe show you the video that I made today while we wait for a question to come in. I would like to show some stuff. Why not? Let's find the video actually, because I know that some of you haven't really seen the video. So let's see, what's the name of the video? Hello. I'm just gonna okay, I got new questions, so it seems like I'll be holding on to playing the video to you guys. The next question from Olawale Adetokunbo. From your experience at the real Ola, what is the chance that someone will be given admission eventually, assuming she's put on waiting list after her interview? So basically, the chance of getting admission after you have been put on waiting list is very, very high. It's I don't know how to say it. So let me give you a very good background. This is a very nice and interesting question actually, but I'm going to explain the scenario to you. So this is what it looks like. You apply for a course. So there's like 50 people applying for a course. Good. But there's only 20 places. There are only places for 20 students, right? So they choose the best 20 students. But the problem is that not all these 20 students that have been choosing will come to study this course. So that's why they usually choose another five to put on waiting list. So which means that If any of these 20 students refuse to come to study the course, then they choose from the next student that is the best. So basically, 20 people was given admission, 5 people on the wait list. If one of these people drop out or refuse to come and study, then the next person in line gets in. So that's how the waiting list works. But in this case, it might also depend on luck and some other things and so on and so forth. Because let's say all the 20 students choose to come and study, then nobody from the waiting list will be choosing, right? So this is a very tricky one. But I know that it's impossible to give 20 people admission and the whole 20 people will come to study. So the possibility of moving away from waiting list and getting admitted is very, very high. So yeah, I hope that answer your question. And next question, do you think 12,000 euros is expensive comparing to other countries that you can study in? Well, it depends on the kind of country you want to compare it to. You said it like you mean is it worth it? I don't know, because what is worth it for you might not be worth it for me, and what is worth it for me might not be worth it for you. So it's just like a personal question that you have to ask yourself. If I'm going to a country to spend 12,000 euros to study, is it worth it for me? What does this country have to offer me? What will my life be like after studies? Will I be able to make this money back? So like this is the question to ask yourself. Will I be able to save this amount of money after 1 year of working, and so on and so forth? So this is a personal question to ask yourself. For example, I didn't pay 12 grand to study. My tuition fees was 2,400 euros, and that was like 3 years, and it cost like 7,300 ish. So you can imagine I didn't pay a lot of money to study in this country, and I did my bachelor's, and also I got a couple of scholarships while studying. I got like money from school, money from department, and so on and so forth. I went on Erasmus. So in total, for me, I would say that I studied for free, because the money that I got from the school is even more than the money that I paid to the school. So this is totally something that you have to check out for yourself. Like, is it worth it for me? Will I be able to make my money after studies? Am I going to be studying for free or not? Can I afford to study in this school? Can I afford to study in this part of the world? Do I think that I can go to a country like Germany or to like France or to like Netherlands that I think is better in my opinion? So these are personal questions that I cannot really give an answer to. You have to figure it out. You have to write down the pros and the cons and see what's good for you, basically. So yeah, I hope I answer your question with that. I can't really help you analyze it. This is the personal stuff. You are welcome, Molawale Adetokumbo. I'm so glad to see you again into this live video. You were in my last live video, and I saw your comment about bringing people to talk about different ways of actually getting your visa. I am working on that, but it's not really easy to bring people together, especially during this COVID. And there's also like lockdown in Estonia at the moment. So I might be considering like interviewing them in my live video like this, or I might be considering doing a Zoom call with them. But I just think it's a lot more easier for me if I just do it in a live video, like every week, bring different people. I mean, every week, bring different people that went through different routes and then talk about these things, and and you guys can totally learn from them, from their experience. So yeah. Fadi Asa, thanks a lot, man. You're welcome. Thank you so much for asking the question. I believe that so many people have actually learned something from the question that you asked and the answers that I've given also. And if you guys haven't really subscribed to my channel, please go and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the like button on this live video that is going on right now. It doesn't cost you guys anything to hit the like button. It doesn't cost you guys anything to subscribe to my channel. I really need to subscribe, and it doesn't cost any of you guys to follow me on Instagram so that you can know what is going on this YouTube channel. And yeah. So thank you guys, and I'm looking forward to like seeing all of you hitting the like button and so on and so forth. Yeah, Olawale, I understand. I just want you to understand also that it's not like I forget about it. I'm totally working on it. It's just that I have been busy, and bringing people together these days seems like no go. So yeah, and moving on to the next question. If I have any, I don't have any question yet, so I will just like I was talking about the video that I said. I was talking about the video that I made today, which I want to show actually. I'm going to be showing that like now before I get the next question. So the video is about just a minute, share screen. So the video, this is the video. The video is just question and answer basically. I believe all of you can see the video right now on the screen. And in the video, I was just like literally talking about my experience and answering some questions. So I can just play it for you guys so you can know. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm answering some question and answers I posted on my Instagram story about a week ago that you guys should ask me. I can actually see that I have some more questions here. So let me know, will you like me to play the video until the end, or will you go and watch the video later? Actually, I'm going to let you guys go and watch the video later. So that way I can like, you can actually like watch the video on your own and understand like every single thing that I'm saying in that video. So yeah. And if you haven't followed me on Instagram, go and follow me. But I'm gonna answer some more questions because today's live video will be probably approximately 40 minutes ish because I have some other things to do. I will not be doing 1 hour tonight, but next week I promise we're gonna be doing 1 hour. So I will even try to bring somebody to the on the YouTube live next week so that we can talk about something more interesting. Just watch out. It's going to be somebody amazing, somebody nice, somebody you're going to learn from, and so on and so forth. So the next question from Olawale Adetokunbo. I noticed a lot of Africans don't go to EBS. Is it too expensive to study there or what? I would say that there are also Africans in EBS. It is indeed expensive, but people still go there. Yeah. I don't think there's less African going to EBS. People go there. I think it's about 4,500 euros a year, and people still go there. I mean, cybersecurity course and some other master's program in Tallinn University of Technology now costs 1,000 euros. So Tallinn University of Technology is the most expensive school right now in Estonia. So and people still go there. So it's not about money, I would say. Namun, please advise, isn't April too early for travel to say Egypt or UAE for the visa to Estonia? No, 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 no. It's not too early to travel. So basically, the best scenario is this. It's really better for you to go now and apply for your visa. The visa they will be giving to you actually will not be valid until August anyways. So it doesn't matter when you go. So let's say you go in July, then they might give you a visa that starts from the beginning of August. But if you go now, they will check the admission letter, and on your admission letter it will be written when your course is starting. For example, if it's starting in August, it will be written there the day that it will be starting. So this means that the visa they will be giving you will start exactly on that day or like a week before. So you have time to move in and settle down. They will not give you a visa that will start from April or a visa that will start from May. So it doesn't matter when you go and apply for a visa. But I will advise you the earlier the better because you have to go through another country. So go and get your visa now. That's my advice for you. If you already got your admission letter. How does the waiting list for hostel accommodation works? I have been shortlisted on Tallinn University accommodation list. Well, basically the same way that the wait list for student works, admission works, but this is just a bit different. But I think this even move faster, and possibility of you getting in is is like 100%. It might just take some time, but you will eventually get it. You know why? Why is because people move out from dormitory a lot. People move out, people move in, people move on, people move to other rooms. So there are like always places like rolling on. So at some point you will eventually get a place. Getting a place in the old dormitory is even faster than getting admission, I would say, because people move like every day. People move out, people finish studying, people just decide that they don't want to live in a dormitory anymore and go and get themselves a private apartment and so on and so forth. So it's like rolling process. The waiting list have like numbers. There might be like thousands of people waiting on the line, and it just keep moving like step by step until it gets to you. When it gets to you, you get an email from the housing office that you have been given a room, and then they will ask you to come and sign the contract and get the card and so on and so forth. And moving on to the next question from eBay. I went through the police border control. It stated that before one can invite one must first get the TRP or PRP or citizen with a registered address and good income. Yeah, that's exactly what it means. Like if you come here to study bachelor's or master's degree, for example, you will not get your TRP immediately. You will get your TRP maybe after 3 months. But the bad news is that the law has changed a bit. I think this year it was last year around October, November-ish. You cannot bring your wife or your husband if you haven't stayed in Estonia for up to 2 years, and you must have a job and a job that pays you the minimum wage, or not minimum wage, the average salary, which is about 8,200 euros every month. And you also must have an accommodation, and not just student dormitory, but an accommodation that you can actually accommodate two adults inside it. So there are conditions that you need to be met. I think the police and border website might be lacking some details, but you will understand those details when you actually trying to make the application. Then they will be like, no, you haven't met all the conditions and so on and so forth. So yeah. And yeah, so moving on. If you have any more questions for me, feel free to ask me, and I'll be more than happy to actually reply you. We have about 13 minutes into to the end of today's live video. So take the opportunity, ask the question, and use this opportunity to ask me whatever is bothering you, whatever is on your mind, and I will try to explain and give my answer to the best of my knowledge. So yeah. So basically, yeah, if you haven't seen the video that I made today, go and watch it. I probably will be releasing another video before the end of the week, because I went to the city center yesterday to record a video about was it yesterday? No, it wasn't yesterday. I went to the city. It was on Friday after work, and I actually flew my drone around Baltimore, Teleskiving, like one of the most amazing and interesting places in Estonia. So I was flying my drone around, and I took some nice and interesting shots. So I will be actually editing those videos during this week, and I'm not going to be saying anything. You're not going to be seeing my face. You're just going to be seeing some cool shot from the city of Estonia, like from the Tallinn city, basically. So I'm just going to be showing you some nice and interesting views with some interesting music playing in the background. Might be about 5 to 7 minute interesting videos of the city from the sky, so you will get the perspective of what Tallinn looks like. You can get the feel of where you're planning to live in, and even before you move here. So yeah, let me know if you are looking forward to that video. It's going to be an interesting one, so I think it's totally worth it. Yeah. Okay. If you have any more questions for me, feel free to ask me. Let's do this. Seems like we don't have any more questions, or what's happening, guys? If you haven't joined my Facebook group, also do not hesitate to join my Facebook group. I know majority of you don't even know about the Facebook group, but on every live video that I make, I try to talk about it. I am actually going to be putting the link to the Facebook group again, so that you can join the Facebook group. In the Facebook group, we do talk about things that are really important and worth talking about. So don't miss it. It's not something you should miss. And yeah, so there you go. That's the link to the Facebook group. But I'm going to be showing it again soon, but I need to answer some questions and then we will get back to the Facebook group. First one from Olawale Adetokunbo. Is there anything African student community doing in making sure we have at least one or more Estonian embassy in Africa where D visa can be issued because a lot of African students are facing? Yeah, yes and no. But I have a good news for you. In 2022, which is next year, Estonian embassies, there's going to be one Estonian embassy in Kenya. So, which means that now we're going to be having two Estonian embassy in Africa. And I think Kenya is a bit more closer to Nigeria. And also, we don't need a visa to go to Kenya. It's visa on arrival, if I'm correct. So, that's good news for us. We can fly to Kenya and get our Estonian visa. Yay! So, yeah, just until 2021. I saw this in the news about a month ago. I just haven't talked about it because I've been a bit busy, but yeah. But yeah, basically, yeah. Next year we're going to have an Estonian embassy in second Estonian embassy in Africa. So yeah. And moving on to the next question from eBay. Does Tallinn require school fees immediately after being admitted or on arrival? There's two university in in Tallinn, even more than two. So if you are referring to university, I will appreciate if you write the full name of the university. Is it Tallinn University or Tallinn University of Technology? Because different schools have different laws. So please, can you re-ask that question? And this is the link to my YouTube. I said YouTube. This is the link to my Facebook group if you haven't really joined that. So go and join my Facebook group. I saw that two of you guys is asking to join right away. I'm going to take a look and I will be approving. So join the Facebook group and there we can actually, you get to know what's going on. You get to know what's going on. I have one new request. Do I? Yeah. Okay. Where's the requests? I'm not searching. All right. So yeah, basically. Yeah, that would be nice. I know, man. Next year there's going to be another Estonian embassy in Kenya, and that's amazing. Well, for Tallinn University, I think I don't know, but I think some things are changing also for Tallinn University because usually Tallinn University allows students to pay some part of their tuition fees and then come to Estonia to pay the rest of it. But I think they changed. Something is changing because I knew that some students are having problem paying their tuition fees when they arrive, and because of that, they are changing the law. So they are giving people opportunity to actually pay on arrival, but the problem is that majority of the students just come without actually having the money, and that's a big deal for the school because, and that's not even good for you. If you come to Estonia without having the money to pay the tuition fees, you're going to end up getting deported. So all the money that you spend on traveling and flying and so on and so forth will just go in vain. I will not advise you to do something like that. I will not advise anyone to do anything of such. So basically, try as much as possible to make sure that you have the money before actually moving to Estonia. And my IG. Go and follow me on Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up. And we are 34 minutes into today's live video. 6 more minutes, I will be rounding up today's live video. Like I said, I will not be doing an hour tonight. I'll be doing just 40 minutes because I have some other things that I need to do before I go to bed. But next week we're going to be doing 1 hour. Next week we're going to be bringing a guest on this YouTube channel. I'm just going to be giving you a hint. So I'm going to be bringing a dude, might be talking about his life in Estonia. He has been living in Estonia for such a long time. He moved there when he was a kid. So it's going to be an interesting story. Watch out in my Facebook group. Watch out. I'm going to be updating you guys. And so, yeah, we got more questions. But will the student be issued visa if they don't pay full tuition fees before going to apply for visa? So if the requirement of the school says that you need to pay the full, okay, this is how it works. It's impossible to go and apply for visa if the university doesn't give you the permission. And what is the permission? It's the admission letter. If you haven't meet the university requirements, you will not get the admission. You will not get the admission letter, and without the admission letter, you cannot apply for visa. So yeah, basically, if the university give you the admission letter before paying the complete tuition fees, it means that they allow you to pay the tuition fees installmentally after you arrive. So you get the point. We have another question from Ranade. Are part-time jobs available for English-speaking international students in Tartu? Well, I haven't been to Tartu in a long time. And about jobs right now, there's scarcity of job. I said this in my last YouTube live video. COVID-19 has really made a lot of people unemployed. And at the moment, getting a job is becoming it's becoming a hustle because at the moment we are on lockdown. This is a 1 month lockdown, and today is 28th of March, and this lockdown is going to end by 10th of April. But the problem is that the lockdown might even get extended. So, and this is a full nationwide lockdown, which means that shopping malls are closed except like places that need to stay open, like grocery shopping and the pharmaceutical outlet. So basically, where people can buy like pills and stuff. Those are the only things that are open. So imagine how many people are just waking up and sleeping without doing anything right now. So you can just imagine how many people doesn't have anything to do at the moment, how frustrated and how depressed people are. So getting a job at the moment is a little bit hard and harsh. So many people are unemployed. So many people have a job which they can't even go to because of the situation, because of COVID and stuff. But I hope that this get better. So English speaking jobs are available, but at the moment they might be more difficult to get. They used to be available, but I don't know the situation right now because I'm not looking for a job. Only somebody that is looking for a job can actually give you an answer of what they're actually experiencing now, what is actually out there, and what it feels like to look for a job right now. But I know that right now it's hard to get a job. So, Danielle Christine, for try get a job in Estonia as IT, is it really required a graduated? I don't understand this question, but I think I have an idea what you mean. Is it required to be graduated to get an IT job in Estonia? No, it doesn't. Nobody cares about the certificate. As long as you have the skills and the dedication and the requirement on the job, you will get the job without degree. Nobody cares about degree in this part of the world. eBay, the real dollar. I remember you talking about getting some guys and compiling videos of some guys who traveled through different embassies. Hope that will still be available. Yeah, the idea is that I cannot, because of COVID, I cannot really bring people together right now. So my idea is that I will be probably every weekend during my live video. I will be interviewing different guys that went through different routes. So might be a guy from Israel this week, might be another guy from Egypt next week, so on and so forth. So that they can explain their experience and how they went through and what it was like for them. So that way you guys can actually understand the situation. I went through India myself, and I think I've explained that in one of my videos. But I want you guys to also understand what is this like to go through other routes. So that those videos will be available, but they will not be a pre-recorded video. They will just be a live video. I will have them as a guest, like I did with Josh. And but beforehand, I will announce this on my Facebook group. So if you haven't joined my Facebook group, go and join. This is the link to my Facebook group so that you know when those videos will be happening, so you don't miss out. Join my Facebook group, and also if you haven't followed me on Instagram, go and do so now. Go and do so now. Follow me on Instagram at IG the real Allah. This is appearing right now. Follow me on Instagram. If you haven't give this video a thumbs up, please do so now. Do so right now. Like this video. It doesn't cost you anything. Like this video. If you feel like there are people that need the same information in your group, in your friends, share this video with them and let them watch this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, this is the time to go and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. Also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really need the subscribe. I really need the subscription. And thank you so much for watching today's live video. I'm so happy that you all came around to watch this live video. Like I said earlier, today is going to be 40 minutes and we're already 40 minutes into the video. I made a video about question and answers today. Some guys asked me some interesting questions last week when I post something on my Instagram. And in today's video, I gave a concrete and interesting replies to those questions. I'm compiling it into a video and I upload it this afternoon at 3 p.m. If you haven't watched that video, go and watch it. It's available right now on my YouTube channel. Thank you all for coming to this live video. I really want to stay here with you guys, but I got to go. There's other things that I need to do, but I would love to be here with you. But next week, I promise you, we're going to be going 1 hour into the live video. And as much as I want to stay here, I also have to do something else. But I'm so glad that everybody could make it here tonight. I love seeing you here. I love coming here to share my ideas with you. I love the fact that you guys are asking me questions. I like that you support my channel, and our channel is really growing now, and so many people are finding this interesting. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. I love you all. I love you all, guys, and I hope to see you all guys again next week in next week live video and my YouTube video. Thank you all, and have a nice and blessed weekend ahead of. Thank you all, and have a nice and blessed week ahead of you. And I hope to see you guys again next week. And bye for now, guys. Bye.